Welcome to a walk by the sea where everything is easy and free. I'm glad you are here today, and I invite you to a meditation that is here for you to acknowledge your self-worth. When you are ready and the atmosphere around you is quiet, you can sit down and relax. You can get into a comfortable position, and then we can begin. If you want to, you can close your eyes now. You are walking on an island. This island is full of palm trees. Next to the palm trees, there's a beautiful beach. You can see the ocean in front of you. You are deciding to walk a bit on the coastline. There are no people around. It is quiet and the atmosphere is calm. You can feel the breeze of the wind. And you can see how wonderful this landscape was made. While walking down this road, you can see something in the sand. You can see that this is a shell. You want to pick it up. You wonder to yourself, when was the last time I was wanting to pick up some shells? So you pick it up and you are wondering, because it's a special shell, because underneath it's written, do you remember the time that someone was feeling safe with you, where someone opened up about the times that they were going through, a time where they didn't feel well and they knew that they could trust you. They knew that you were the right person for them to understand them. Do you remember that you were there for them? You take a moment to reminisce about this time, and then you pick up this shell and put it in a bag. You continue your walk on the beach now. While walking down, you can feel how wonderful the sun is and how beautiful it is to be here. And you are thankful that you could be with this person at a time when it was needed. While you are continuing your walk, you can see your second shell. And when you pick it up, you see what's written underneath. Do you remember the time when you walked away from what hurt you? When you decided that you could have stayed because it was easier and more comfortable? But do you remember that you decided differently? Do you remember how you chose yourself? Do you remember how you remembered your self-worth? Do you see how beautiful it was, even if it wasn't easy at all? Do you see how strong you were? And you are thanking yourself because it made you who you are today. So you're putting the second shell in your bag. You are wondering how beautiful, how great that I remember these memories today. It's so easy to forget sometimes who I am, but thank you for letting me remember. Then you continue going on your path and you see your next shell. Underneath there's written, continuing despite fear. And you remembered how you continued in this situation that was so difficult for you, that you just wanted to come out of it. You didn't knew how you should survive because the fear was lingering everywhere, and you just wanted to go to a safe place, wanting to go home. But still you continued. You didn't dare to look at what you could have done differently. You just knew that you needed to be strong for yourself, and then you just did. And you smile because you acknowledge how much work it was for you to continue. You thank yourself for not giving up on you. And then you continue your walk. The sun is slowly setting now. It's almost time of the sunset, but you don't want to go home yet, because you want to continue to find the shells. When you are wandering to the next one, you are almost happy and you want to know what's written underneath. You begin to kind of like this game, and what's written under the next one, you might think now. Under the next one there's written, do you remember when you were getting through hard days? Do you remember how difficult it was when nobody was showing up for you? Do you remember the deep loneliness and how you have carried yourself through? How you kept fighting for yourself, despite not feeling sure where this is leading, but knowing that things are able to change. You continued, and eventually you have gotten out of these days now. Thank you for remembering. You are picking the shell up and taking it in your bag. You might think, there must be one shell that I have to find now before getting home. So you continue your walk. You are picking up this last shell, and underneath it says written, the younger version of yourself, the younger version of you. And you remember how you were when you were a child, how innocent you were, how big the world was, and how you saw to yourself that there were only this many of possibilities for you, and you weren't seeing the rest. You were only in this little bubble, but yet so innocent, so full of joy, and sometimes sad, not knowing where to go. Then you put this last shell in your bag. You are opening it, and you are seeing how many shells there are in it now. Do you see how far you have come? Do you see how many shells you have collected? Your path is getting clearer now. You have remembered that everything that once was doesn't last forever, and there's a possibility for change always. It's a possibility for you to move forward. And you thank yourself for remembering. You are closing your bag, and you are realizing that you want to take the shells back home, because you don't want to forget what you have learned. So you are wandering back. You are leaving the beach. You are looking one last time at the ocean, thanking it for these wonderful gifts, for being washed to the shore, and then you are back on your way home. You can slowly feel your surroundings now. You can get back to the space where you are in right now, in the knowing that you will always remember what you have just learned right now. And if you forget, you can always come back here to remember again who you are. If you want to, you can now open your eyes and come back. I thank you for being here. Thank you for remembering who you are. Thank you for coming on this walk with me. I hope you are doing good, and then I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.